Hello everyone, welcome to the Investing Angles channel. Today we are streaming. We think that market is at an important juncture and we need to look at it live. But before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and spread the word around. Support us with your likes and with your subscriptions. So today we are going to talk about gold, silver, GDX ETF, Nasdaq, and also Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, and Tesla. We will end our stream with a quick look at TLT, oil, and Bitcoin. So let's get started. So this is gold. We left it after our early video on gold, and this is what it is right now. So gold is on track to forming a clear impulse down, and most likely it will end in this rectangle. Once we have a bottom, we might expect gold to go slightly higher for consolidation for either wave B or wave 2, something that we need to put here. Okay, so this would be wave 1, this would be wave 2, or it is also possible that it's going to be wave 1, wave A of a bigger correction, and wave B. However, if we are talking about this one, so if gold goes higher and longer, then we'll be leaning towards wave B. If it is a shallow and fairly quick correction, then we would be talking about wave 3. Well, this is gold, and at the micro level it looks like this. So this is what we discussed in the early video today. If gold is forming a bottom here, well, it's probably going to be wave 4 of a micro degree, and this would be something like this or that. We don't know yet, and then we would expect another wave, subwave lower to complete this exercise. Well, if we look at the candles this is GOD candles, and they're quite concerning at the moment. So we discussed it in details in our video over the weekend, and also in several reports on gold, silver, and GOD. Well, that's not looking good at all, and we are seeing a bearish cross 8x20, and on the 10-day chart, which with a candle that closes in 2 days, gold would need to GOD would need to rally about 2.7% just to make it less bearish. I'm not saying about converting into a bullish candle, but just to making it less bearish. Right, so that's the perspective for GOD. Let's move on to silver. So silver is again, so it made a big failure on last Friday, and it had a chance to close above this midpoint, but it didn't, and it felt the results immediately. So right now silver is down from the most recent peak about 12.6%, which is huge, and it looks like silver backtested and confirmed this rejection at the 50-day moving average, which is a blue line. And now it will be testing the 100 days moving average. Well, the chances are that it will go lower. So if we look at the silver weekly frame, last week we had a minimally required confirmation for the topping formation, and right now we are seeing that the silver is going down. So there is a chance, well, it's still 4.5 days to trade, but there is a chance of forming 3 black crowds on the weekly frame. It will be something really bearish, attached with huge probabilities. And the next frame, which is bigger than weekly, is a 10-day frame, which is, or bi-weekly frame, if you will. So this is a bearish engulfing or inside down candle. Well, it doesn't look good, and if it closes like this in 2 days and 4 hours, it will be a big statement by bears. So speaking about the momentum, well, the momentum doesn't look good. So MACD made a 2-day cross a few days ago last week, and now we are talking about the weekly MACD bearish cross. If bulls do nothing at all by the end of the week, we are going to have this on record, and it's not gonna look pretty for the perspective, no matter what the other people say or wish. Well, and this is our chart where we left it on November 8th. Right now, okay, I'll update it to November 11th. And this is the perspective right now. So this is what we are seeing. Wave, well, silver completed the first impulse of the top, then it made wave 2, and now it is it's likely completed wave 3 and 4, and it is on track to complete wave 5. So fairly pretty much it is aligned with gold, and it already made a lower low here, so we can say that, well, minimally we completed this wave, but something tells that it could go a little lower, somewhere here, and yeah, like we said, how many days when it's gonna take, or just 1 day or a few more, we don't know. And after once this wave completed, we would be able to see a larger wave 2. So it would be something like this, and well, we need to see wave. This would be wave 1 down, or possibly it's going to be wave A of a bigger correction. So we don't know this yet. We will monitor it closely, and we'll issue a special video on silver. All right. So speaking about GDX, moving to GDX. Well, we addressed in our video just a couple of days ago that GDX doesn't look healthy, and well, we said that it is getting closer to important the must not cross level. So far it is falling, and we don't see any bullish development at the moment. Well, the GDX, and this is the level I am talking about. So this is 36.26. If this level is crossed, then it's gonna be a huge event on the bigger scale. Most likely the major impulse that has been forming. Okay, so let me show you this. Yes, the major impulse that has been forming since October 2022 will be invalidated. So if we cross 36.26, so the chances that this wave 4, potential wave 4 in blue, like I charted here, it will cross into the territory of wave 1, and it will be so the impulse will be done. Well, whether it can morph into a diagonal or another shape, it's still a big question. But we can see that here is a diagonal triangle, and what we know about them, that they tend to return the price to the level of origin, which is marked here by the blue line. And if it happens, well, then we are opening the path to much lower prices. We discussed the targets in our weekly report, and also in more details in the weekly in the video. Recent update for GDX, and this is how it looks so far. It is on track, and it's getting just few pips above, like 6 pips above the must not cross level. Watch it, and we'll see what happens next. So far, the GDX is perfectly targeting our target frame. All right, so let's move on from precious metals to something more material. This is Nasdaq. What we don't like about Nasdaq at the moment, and we discussed it in our weekly update, that Nasdaq is very vulnerable here because it went over the Bollinger Bands and formed a very tiny candle, which could be an advanced block like last 3 candles, and now we are seeing that it is falling down, and if it closes like this, it will be a bearish engulfing of this tiny doji, and it will likely be a confirmation of at least a minor top. Well, it depends on how it goes further, but this is the concerning part right now. And Nasdaq, well, if Nasdaq falls like the other 3 indices that we normally look at, like S&P 500 and Dow Jones and the Russell, they will likely follow suit. At this point, we are just monitoring, and we will see how the day ends for Nasdaq. So far, it doesn't look very promising. So now let's have a look at Nasdaq components, and this is our chart for major stocks. So what we are seeing in common here, so this is Microsoft on the first chart, and this is Amazon, this is Apple, and this is Nvidia. So what these 4 have in common, they have all the same or very similar formations on a daily frame, and let me just highlight them here. So they had a harami candle, which formed a harami with the previous one on Friday, and right now this red candle that is developing on Monday, it is technically a confirmation of the reversal on harami, and the same thing for Amazon, and the same thing for Apple. For Apple, it's even Apple has even stronger bearish odds, because this is not just a harami, it's a harami cross and a spinning top at the same time. So what happens to Nasdaq if these 4 Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, and Nvidia go down? So they're together have a weight about 30 to 40% of the index. So no wonder that it is falling right now. And the next thing that we will discuss is Tesla. Just a few days ago, on November 7th, we issued a little video that if you want, you can check on on our channel, and also look at our recent updates on the site. So we were saying, okay, Tesla made two big gaps going up, and now we said that, well, we need a third one for the picture to be complete. Now it looks like we are getting our wish coming true, and well, what we can give you some historical perspective of what Tesla does with the gaps. Well, this is the three gaps that we highlighted, and we were pounding the table on November 1st, 2021. This is our proprietary chart, and we said this is not gonna end well. And you know what happened next? This is what happened next. This is Tesla followed immediately and made things worse. This is on November 4th. We also said, okay, it's not only on the weekly chart, but it's also on the daily chart. So Tesla made 1, 2, 3 gaps in one wave, and this is not gonna end well. So what happened next, we all know, and this is what the chart made in March, I believe, yes, in March 2022. This is what happened after three big gaps that Tesla made. So it technically closed all of them in just a couple of months. Well, is it gonna happen something like this today? We don't know, but we can assume that this is a very high possibility, and we are going to post a Tesla analysis very soon on our website. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, there is a good chance to do it right now, and if you like it so far, then express your opinion. Alright, so moving forward, next thing we wanted to discuss is TLT. So this is a very pressing matter right now, and nobody knows where it's going to go. So far, TLT closed last week with an impressive bullish formation on the daily chart, and also it did well on the weekly. So we are saying that it is going to go higher. Well, and today we see it's back tested the support level, and right now it's holding above the 8 EMA, which is good, and this is our projection that we shared earlier and we discussed in our weekly analysis. So we are seeing a development like this. So at this point, we're still not sure whether this current wave goes as an impulse like this, but in our working hypothesis that this is gonna be a corrective wave, because the wave of the bottom is corrective, and we are not seeing how it can convert into an impulse. Well, that's the perspective, and well, this is our targets as of today. Well, we'll see how TLT develops further, but there is a chance that it goes higher. Well, and after talking to TLT, maybe it's a quick touch point on spread. So this is our projection for spread. This is it's gonna get negative. It looks like because we have a strong bearish formation here, and it wouldn't be a surprise if it goes down. So technically we would have something like this. This is our early projection for the spread between 10 and 2-year yields. This is what we've done in July 12th, and we are saying that this is going to be the most prospective path. Well, you can check that this situation didn't happen until I think that last time it happened it was in 1980s or something, when we had back-to-back negative spread. And well, something can happen right now, something that we can repeat right now. So as you see, this spread followed nicely, and right now it's forming a top, and maybe in a couple of weeks it will go negative again, and it will make things worse on a bigger scale. All right, so this is about the spread, and moving forward to oil. Let's talk about oil. Oil is falling, and in general we called this on our in our weekly report, and also we shared big charts with bigger perspectives. So where oil could end. We also, the important thing to mention here, we have a freshly made EMA 8 by 20 EMA bearish cross, and oil is going down for now. The same thing is happening on 2-day frame. We are seeing development of a tower top or a somewhat similar formation, and in 2 hours 44 minutes, if it closes like this, it's going to be likely a reversal. And we also touched on a bigger frame, saying that well, in last week oil completed or very close to completing this falling 3-method pattern on candles, and the next candle is likely to go down, and this is what happening with good precision. And like a chart, that what we are seeing right now. So we thought at the last week that oil would be able to move higher, but unfortunately it wasn't able to develop a good impulsive wave, and now we are seeing better chances for developing a wave down, and it looks like this wave is much stronger than the previous one. We'll discuss it in our daily reports later on. And the final topic that I wanted to touch point is Bitcoin. So this is where we are sitting right now. So it looks like everything is green, and green pastures, and everything will be straight move higher from now on. But I would like to mention that Bitcoin is extremely overbought here, and this is the RSI indicator, and we are seeing it's over 80. And well, and in addition, Bitcoin has been trading above Bollinger Bands for a while, and this is the 2-day chart. Well, it's above Bollinger Bands, and this is kind of an extreme move. Well, where it sits on the three standard deviation. Well, it's touching the 3 standard deviation, so we know that everything that is 3 standard deviation from the mean has probability of 0.15%. So the probability of this move is extremely low, and there is a big chance that after reaching such level, Bitcoin would pull back. How far, how deep, we don't know. And another concerning part is here. So the weekly frame, it wasn't so right now Bitcoin is in a like catch-22 scenario. So it completed the week way above the Bollinger Bands, and in order to stay bullish, it went higher without even resisting the lower levels, and it means that it is stretching the trend even stronger. So the complete trading above the Bollinger Bands is very risky, and it would lead to some reversal. So no matter what Bitcoin does at this moment, it will be bearish. Either it closes above with a green candle, or if it moves down with a red one, any move will be bearish from now on. We'll see how it goes, and this is the chart that we shared with our audience, with our subscribers long ago. This is the one that we made in July, and we said, okay guys, we are about to launch a big rally here, and this is what happened. This is when we calculated the most probable targets for this wave once we have an initial confirmation of the bottom. And now we are seeing that Bitcoin is precisely within our target. Whether it goes higher, well, we'll see. But at least the target has been reached, and now the risk will be on the bull side. All right, so that's technically it what I wanted to discuss in our quick live stream. If you like it, support us with your likes. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this information for other people on other platforms. That wraps up our analysis, live analysis using Elliott Waves and candlesticks perspective. Support us with your likes, and happy trading, everyone.